Oh, there it is. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are back. We are back after a bit of a break for last Wednesday because the news cycle just did not want to work for us. No matter how many items we threw at it, how many mushrooms we threw at it, it would not give us the news. And we just gave up and left and just said, you know what, let's try again next week, which is tonight. It's our favorite night of the day. We have a lot to talk about. Joker, what do you want to lead us off with? Because there's so much to talk about.
There's so much to talk about, so much to cover within the next God knows how long we're gonna have. There we go. But I, but it's June is a big month for movies. There are so many movies coming out right now. One of them being my long-awaited the He-Man movie, and director Travis Knight. I know he's got a couple statements about comedy and whatnot, but I don't care about the comedy. What I care about was his statement for this, telling us how he got Master of the Universe out of development hell. It's one of those properties that's been famously snake bitten for decades. It's important to everyone involved. Here's the thing: really understood the material and had a genuine affection on it. I mean, that's not
There
hard to
is
do,
something
people.
that is inherently silly about He-Man and the Master of the Universe. It is a larger than life world. It is essentially kind of an undiluted version of 1980s excess in
He's
cartoon form and toy format.
he's not wrong.
He's
He-Man
not
was
wrong.
huge. I wasn't there, but he was huge. He was everywhere.
As it exists in the 80s. And so it's out there, it's unhinged, but I loved it. But I can appreciate that it's been difficult to turn into a movie. It's been one of those properties that's been, famously snake bitten for decades. And for me, it's like getting it right. It was important that that everyone involved really understood what the material was and actually had genuine affection for what it is, which I do. We do live in an age of kind of detachment, of irony, of sort of arm's length judgment. And that's not how I approach any of my work. I have sincere love for everything that I put 2.5 years of my life into making this movie. I have to love it, and I do love it. And so, even though there's silliness to it, there's cheekiness to it, there's some irreverence to it, at the heart, it's, we passionately believe in this world and we took it very, very seriously, even though the movie itself is very fun.
And why can't more directors and actors be like this? Guys, please. It is not that hard to do every single time. Because every time say this, it's not that hard to do. Just simply say what he just said. We're making entertainment for the fans. Is that hard to do? No, no, it's not. And yet somehow, every time we get complainers, I don't want to do this. Look at the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes movie. That was a terrible movie. It didn't feel like a G.I. Joe's movie. It just felt like generic ninja action movie with the G.I. Joe character at the end. Even though this is supposed to be about Snake Eyes, and yet his actor complained about, well, I had to do my own stunts and I did. Well, excuse me, good sir. You wanted to do your own action sequence? So this is on you right now, and so why are you complaining? This is what the stuntman team is for. I mean, you can do it to help them make them look good, and they will make you look good as well, but you have to love the action. If you're going to do it, step it up. Or one of the other ones, I remember it was the G.I. Joe Rise of the Beast, or the Beast Wars movie that we got. I still like it, but the director's weird comment about, you know, racism and whatnot. I mean, sure, we have a Spanish actor and an African lady being the leads, but what is it about being them? This is a Transformers movie. Just simply say, and it's the Beast Wars. I love the Beast Wars property, probably one of my favorites of the Transformers lineup. Just say, I'm making an entertaining movie for our fans. That's all you got to say. And just say that we're finally getting Gen 1 designs after all this time. Please, people, it's not that hard to do. But apparently it is these days. But I'm excited for that. But at the same time, you know what's even more exciting from all the promotion material? I can't legally play it due to the copyright, but yes, the current live actor recreates the iconic meme that ruined He-Man in glorious 4K. You got look at this. He actually does it. Because I can't legally play it because you're gonna get copyright. Because I can't. Folks, for those who don't know, he sings "Hey Ho," and when it was first on YouTube, the probably the old wife tale that you hear on the internet is that just because someone like edited this in there, okay, let me just in this exact moment going, I said, hey, you know what's going on? The rumor goes it ruined He-Man for such a long time. But I kind of accepted the meme because it's funny, it was hilarious, so we all take the joke nowadays. And kind of like the joke is, why aren't they playing the Hey Ho for any of the He-Man properties nowadays? But they will for the Capcom properties, like for Resident Evil and the new Street Fighter movie. But as Lady says, yeah, he looks very happy right now. And I'm like, anything to get the fans in the theaters. So I say he's having a blast. OG He-Man showed up. They had the famous drone lights not too long ago. I'm excited for this movie. What's there not to like? And we also have seen clips of Jared Leto's Skeletor, and it's a good performance. I'm willing to say that it was a very good performance for what I saw in the clip. And yeah, he captured Skeletor. The voice may be different, more big and deep, but he still does that. And all of Eternia will be mine. And even when he's laughing, I'm like, I want to laugh with him. But then the joke is no one's laughing with him. And it's like, guys, they captured Skeletor. I'm not going to lie. They captured him very well. So I'm excited for this. So.
I saw this and I literally spat my drink out. I'm like, they did the meme. They did the meme. They did
anything to get the fans into the theaters. So anything. So they know what they're doing.
But we can't be mad at that because it works.
It's part of pop culture now. First it was like, it's ruined He-Man. 2026. Oh yeah, boy, just like back in the day. So
he is he's so into it. You cannot tell me the effort and love that went into that, even though it's short. You cannot tell me he was having the time of his life doing that.
Nope.
That's I'm glad they went with this actor. I'm glad because this proves to me that's like, okay, we actually have somebody who has humor. Like,
and he's going along with it.
Like, make a joke. Make me laugh. I've seen all the other interviews, Joker. I swear to God, I feel like I'm passing out. And I don't even have a blanket near me or anything. And every time I see them, I'm like, oh my God.
They're having fun. So they're having fun. So, folks, please do not let this movie fail. That I know many of you let Transformers 1 fail. Part of that, why Transformers 1 failed, they released it during Wild Robot and Beetlejuice 2, but mostly Wild Robots. But the movie didn't market, the trailers didn't market the movie correctly. I mean, they put, stuff me up, make a grown man cry. I'm like, really? And then they have very much pop dialogue and then all the other stuff, but the second trailer was an improvement, but when I sat down and saw it for Transformers 1, I still said, hey, this is a good movie in the end. Get to the pop dialogue in Act 1, and then Act 2 and 3 becomes a completely different movie that I felt like this is worthy of the titles of Transformers. This is it. And we never got a sequel. And that's a bummer. So hopefully, but nowadays that's a completely different story. But again, what I'm trying to say, don't let this movie fail like we did so many others, because we keep saying passion, make something good and fun. This is it right here. So I'm excited for it. But just like a lot of people are mentioning, as good old Joey over there.
Hey, Jorge, sorry.
Yes, the legendary actor Clint is finally done acting and directing.
Yeah, play good. Retire. You're 96, Eastwood. Please.
Also, Martin
We
Scorsese
love
is still
you.
directing,
We
and
love
along
you,
with
but
Francis
please.
Ford Coppola and a few others. But at the same time, oh god, what was his last? Okay, his last one was that Trials movie with Nicholas Colt. That was so limited that hardly anybody saw. But they said Nicholas was good. I kind of didn't like that. I don't know. I don't think I saw his second to last one, but I did see this one based on a true crime story. So I saw his true crime story with Bradley Cooper. I liked that one actually. Sure, there was some omissions from real life stuff they kind of omitted a little bit because I almost thought it would be more like drug busting and everything. But the film, The Mule, was actually surprisingly good. I'm like, okay, Clint still got it for his acting and his directing. I'm like, he still got it. I didn't mind that was going to be the last one, but hey, when you're 96 years old and even before then, still acting, it's like, oh God, Clint, you still got it, but you can safely retire. So, but when you think about everything that Clint's done, all of his westerns from the early days, getting a big boost thanks to Sergio Leone with the Man with No Name trilogy or the Dollars trilogy, whatever I like to call that, and then being a big out action star with Dirty Harry, so much more. And yes, being a good director, you're allowed to retire at 96.
Please. And also Gran Torino and everything.
I think my dad still has it. I should watch Gran Torino.
It's actually it's an interesting take on what's happening currently, social wise. But other than that, though, what more can you say about Eastwood? He's literally probably one of the few remaining golden aged actors we have out there. And one of the few we actually grew up with. Of course, you got Jack Nicholson and everybody else, but also, for the love of God, Clint, please
Thank
just
God he retired, because
yes,
if
while
he
you still
acted one more
can.
movie, I would still say this is still an old man driving a car, a really old man. Like, no, I mean, if he directed one more, I'll be happy. But you're good. So thank you, Clint, for
If it
being the
was,
badass.
however, I would not be. If it was just for a quick cameo, I would not complain. I would not complain. Be like, okay,
I mean,
it's a
Lady is
cameo.
still right.
Move on.
Doesn't mean I didn't enjoy those movies. There are some actors who are still like scumbags behind the scenes because a lot of them can be good actors and actresses, but on screen, off screens are a different story. But thankfully, I think Clint fits in that he's not an asshole. People did appreciate him. Sure, his
Mm.
comment was when Marlon. Oh yeah, the comment he made when Marlon Brando didn't get he got the Oscar, and then I get why Brando didn't show up. Yeah, the speech was at the wrong time at the wrong place, but didn't mean that he and she weren't right after all. He just made a funny joke and it's like, then I apologize for all the other people that I shot up. I'm like, okay, that was funny. But context is important. So Clint, enjoy that big old retirement. You freaking deserved it. Now the reason why I'm kind of doing this up with the Schwarzenegger's son, because young directors are taking over Hollywood. At 26, Kane Parsons directed Backrooms, which I can find the article later that this becomes A24's fifth highest grossing movie of all time. Obsession with Curry Barker at 26 years old dethroned Star Wars. Ain't that amazing? Yes, and as Patrick Schwarzenegger said, awesome for the industry, awesome to see the success of these two young directors with brilliant original works. Show audience craving great material. Congratulations to both. When Patrick Schwarzenegger is praising you, you've done something good. You've done something good, my
And
friend.
and this is an embarrassment for the track record of Star Wars. I mean, yeah, we have a new person at Lucasfilm right now, but I feel like this is probably this is probably the last kick down they're gonna have because they came back with Maul Dark Lord, which was really good, and I can't say anything further than that, but oh, some parts are worth watching. Especially that season 1, especially that season finale. Holy hell, I did not expect that, but, it's a step in the right direction, I can safely say. Step in the right direction, yes. In terms of fixing Lucasfilm, I say it's gonna take at least 10 to 20 years, at least. But yes, Backrooms though, me and Joker were talking about this earlier. I'm very proud of the new faces coming in. Markiplier deserves the credit at least.
Markiplier, the
Kick
Racker
that
Racker
door open.
brothers. You know what? I do feel bad for one other one, and that's Chris Stuckman. Have you seen Shelby Oaks by any chance?
I haven't yet.
Because I actually do feel bad for Stuckman because he was the first one, well, of this new lineup of young horror talent director YouTubers coming out. He's like the kind of like not like the first YouTuber to make it, but he's definitely one that had that momentum going. He always kept talking about Shelby Oaks. He had the director of Lights Out and Shazam kind of talked to him for a while, like in Hollywood, you're kind of one of the nicest people to talk to me, which I kind of like. He was kind of because he had like a guru helping him out. But from what I've been told around the internet, it's kind of like this. Shelby Oaks did start off as a passion project by Chris, self-funded through some, was it Kickstarter or whatnot? I can't remember. So around that time period frame. Then he gets helped out from the industry, gets a little bit more of a bigger budget. It's like, okay, not bad, not bad. Let's see what this becomes. But then you hear that when the movie finally comes out, it's like, all right. They say the first 20 minutes of the film is good with the found footage stuff. You had a really good actress in it. And like I said, that first 20 minutes must have had a solid screenplay. It's like, all right, great. But then the movie keeps going and going and going and kind of starts to lose momentum. So people are divided on it. But then there's also that stuff about the acts. Like, I don't know, like when he did the Wicked review, he was also sponsored by that casino company. So would I say he's a sellout, or did something else happen? I don't know. Probably something happened. But in English, I think what people are saying.
I think he probably got set. And again, this is speculation, everybody.
Speculations, folks. Speculations.
I think he got because Wicked was really heavily promoted, both movies. The second one has a very odd promotional thing and all of that. Something tells me he was sat down in a room with Ariana Grande and a few other not so friendly people and said, "You're going to review this to our liking or else."
With that weird sponsor, which was that casino. It's like, Chris, because he would never take that. He would never take that. So it just felt so odd that, Chris, you're better than this. So it's either he was self-sabotage or it was just like, here, he needed some quick cash.
I mean, if it was something else that actually made sense, I would not be like cautious about him. I'm like, oh, okay, he actually got something cool.
But I think when I do finally watch it, I think I'll judge it for myself. But right now, I do feel bad for him because he was definitely one kind of the big push. But then we're still talking about like Ireland, Obsessions, Weapons, Talk to Me, the other horror films by the Racker brothers, and like again recently, like Backrooms and Obsession. Hell, I got it right here. Here's Obsession. This is impressive. Look at this right here. Look at this. Saw an increase at the global box office. This increase more. Normally this goes down, but it's their first major hit for Focus Features, hitting the 200 million mark. But also, not since E.T., folks, has a movie seen an increase in profits. Normally it goes down, but
This is
Obsessions went up. Not since E.T. Think
here's
about
the
that.
thing. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why this is working so well, and of course the other movies as well that actually do deserve mentions here and there, effort, care, trying to do a movie.
I even said when I saw Obsessions,
Ryan Gosling told the truth. Ryan Gosling told the truth, and guess what? Everybody laughed at him for it. We didn't. We're like, no, we're with
if you
Ryan
make a
on this
good
one.
movie, people show up. Look at right now. Obsessions and Backrooms are doing so well. I have seen both movies. Which one do you prefer? I prefer both, man. Yes, Backrooms a little bit more confusing to me because I didn't watch the YouTube shorts, but I know what they're kind of about thanks to Creepypasta. So if I do see it again, then I'll be like, oh, I get it now. But I
Y-
love the fact
y-
that Obsession, this is how I describe Obsession. It's fake love. Not the Disney love you see, but it's that fake love that you just say, why are you still with him and her? Why don't you leave? You know, those abusive love romantic relationships that we see on news being reported all the time. That's what makes Obsession so horrifying to me because this is the one you say you could avoid not making that starts out the plot, but this feels like that unavoidable situation that you're stuck in this now, and she's creepy. Like if I was in a relationship with her, I would be well acting very differently. And then Backrooms gets you that nice eerie, dreadful, like you're just waiting for something to happen, and your mind is making up what's in these rooms, what's in these hallways, is what I'm seeing real or whatnot. That's why they both work so well with their audience, and
And
that's why
that's
they
the
show
thing.
up.
And that's the thing with Backrooms. Like it makes your imagination run wild in both a cool way, a scary way, and a shit your pants way. But you could go into one room and there's Ronald McDonald right there with a damn chainsaw and holding Ernie and
No, no,
holding
no, no, no. You know, you go to one room and it's just a bunch of chairs or hallways, and then it's like, what are they doing here? Like the trailers do such a good job of getting that eerie vibe. I just don't want to ruin it for people, so go see both films. But that's why I like it. But tying this all back into Chris Stuntman, I just feel bad for him because he felt like he had a good movie somewhere, but then I think I'd like to say there might have been some meddling that we have his passion project going ready to go. Gets a little money, I can do a little bit more better with this. But then it becomes like what the studio wants. Yes, man. And it's like, no, 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 guys, we're missing the point. So maybe
that's what
that's why
happened.
Shelby Oaks feels divided. And maybe that's why Shelby Oaks is so divisive. You get a good 20 minutes, solid short film, goes on a little bit longer. Okay, not bad, not bad, but he's not doing anything too fancy or new, and then it kind of falls apart. So maybe that's why Shelby Oaks feels a little like a mess. So I could be right when I eventually watch it, but I still feel bad for him. But at the same time, I want to say he's not out of the work yet. Let's give him another film and see what he does. Could be original or it could be adapting. You
And
never know.
and
Give someone else another chance.
and that's the problem with most movies nowadays is when the studio comes in. Believe me, but believe you and me, ladies and gentlemen, and me and Joker. Every time we see a good movie coming up, it's like, yeah, here we go. First look. Okay, we like this. And then somewhere along the way, between that time and release date, it
Something
crashes.
happens.
It crashes right into a brick wall, and it's like, wait a minute, what the heck? Where did that brick wall come from? And there you go. The studio is right there. Look what happened with the other movies. I mean, that's what happens. And and thank God that Ryan Reynolds was still in charge of Deadpool before Fox got bought out. So thank God he had some like creative pull left to keep it rated R and everything. Because we need a rated R Deadpool. I can't sit
We
with a
saw
PG.
how PG-13 Deadpool works. I love they still did that, but it does not work. So anyway, moving on. Here's the
Yeah,
last one for Master of the Universe before I get to what I've been waiting for all these years. So still a cool poster, but also it's been moved up to the IMAX screens on short notice for its opening weekend. I wonder which film is out right now that probably did have all the IMAX screens, but because their movie's failing and it's probably going to be done soon, we need a time slot to fill in all these IMAX screens. What movie's failing again? The dad, the dad who takes off his helmet and his 50-year-old child. Hey, get that out of here. We'll take the big buff guy and his green tiger. Also, where's Oracle? Where's Urk? Seriously, where's that little wizard buddy? Where's Oracle?
yeah. Where is Oracle at? I wanna. I he owes me
I know
he owes me $50.
I know what people are going to say, but isn't Uruk? Yeah, it is Uruk. I can't pronounce it correctly, but I will give Kevin Smith this. I love in Masters of the Universe Revelations. He's talking to Eva Lynn about his name, and she's like, "Wait, it's Oracle, isn't it?" Yes, and he only said it wrong as a kid because names carry weight. And not even watching the OG series, if I was a kid at that time, hearing his real name's Oracle, I was like, oh, that's what it is. No wonder why he doesn't like to be called a certain name or a certain way. That's actually pretty cool. So I'll give props to that. That was a cool revelations. But boom, I'll be here all weeks, folks. But that's
Tip your
cool. But you know
waitress.
what's even better than this? Oh, you know how long I waited for the war suit in live action?
Yeah, there you go.
And it's practical. It's movable. Folks, this is comic book accurate. Oh my, it's the war suit. How long have we waited to see a live action war suit on the big screen? How long?
Far too long, and it goes to show that things were when you put that ton of love into it. Ooh,
The helmet's right. We got you do see purple on here, so the purple is here with the green. So yes, oh, it's fit check live from the setup, man. It's tomorrow, and they are filming. So yes, when you do compare it, there it is right there. So there's a comparison over the years with the war suit. So you do see more green on this than over here, but you do see the spots where it is purple. So yes, thank you. I didn't get in Smallville. If we never got any versions of the CW iterations, or even like maybe a tease somewhere, who knows? But we always got an animation because you gotta do an animation. It's Lex and Superman. If they're gonna fight, he needs the war suit. So thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, and don't forget, art by Jim Lee. So yes, there it is, folks. There it is. There it is. Because Jim Lee's the head of DC, so there it is. Thank thank you, Gunn. Thank you, our armorers, our prosthetics people. Thank you. You made this kid happy. I'm back, like I'm literally the kid watching Justice League on Cartoon Network every morning. Go, is he gonna wear the war suit? Is he gonna wear it? There's the war suit. Thank you. What are your thoughts on the war suit?
it is accurate to a T. They really put in effort for it. I'm hoping they'll get some. I'm hoping it's gonna get some use. I want like a 20-minute battle scene with it, like a 20-minute fight scene with it. Have it go all out. Don't give me a crappy 10-minute fight. No, don't give me an all-out brawl with that thing, and I'm happy. Because
I'm excited for
if you put this much effort into something, Joker, oh, we're just gonna use it for a 5-minute fight.
no. They
No,
almost like
this
all.
needs to be Justice League episodic fights.
It is Brainiac after all. They're fighting Brainiac, and in almost all the drawings with Jim Lee, Lex is in the war suit. So the war suit will probably have a big, huge moment. So yes, and it's Brainiac. Soup cannot take down Brainiac by itself. I'm sure probably with Supergirl, which we do have that movie. I think that's end of the month for Supergirl. Yeah, end of month. That they will tease Man of Tomorrow. So I'm excited. So they're still currently filming. There's more shots, but the fans are coming out. They're getting their quick glimpses. So I like what I see so far. I'm excited. But you know what I'm not excited. Okay, where is it? I just had it right here. Okay, nope. We got to go this one first. First, the good advice creator, the Arnie over here, said she is horrified and disgusted at the BuzzFeed allegedly gave her character to AI platform without her involvement. She also called a boycott for BuzzFeed and AI-produced animation. So basically, long story short, you've probably heard of a lot of creators or studios doing AI animation now. Number one, I follow you. Two, pick up a pencil. And thirdly, do not hate watch or rage bait, please. That will only get them more views to do this. And I just stole from her. And their response was, it's BuzzFeed. It was shitty. So don't watch it. But this also ties into, because here's the final update on the whole sellout, Mr. Sellout himself. He's doing AI animation. He dropped out of the Amazon AI program and will no longer be making the animated series Punky Duck. I promise to do better moving forward. Yeah, sure, Sellout. You gave me a great LT Great show. I love the Book of Life, but in short, he was for this program. He wanted to do it. And then he's like, showed a terrible AI image that we saw, and it's like, dude, no, you told us years ago that to F AI, that you found it disgusting and said that it was tasteless. Now suddenly you're saying yes, but due to all the backlash and probably some self-reflecting, he said that, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna back out. So, Mr. George, you need to do better and learn.
Which way do we go, George? Which way do we go?
Because you just became a sellout and then you're backpedaling right now. So good. Good thing we got to you just in time. It wasn't too late, but dude, what are you doing? Because right now we're all laughing at you. Play the laugh clip, please. We're just like,
Hold on. Let me.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
because that's what we did when he finally backpedaled. It's like, did it take you that long, man? Also, AI will never be art. I take stuff that's hand drawn, like the hand drawn Anime Night profile pic. Wonderful. That looks awesome. Or anything really.
Actually, all what you see, this was actually done by my channel artist. That reminds me, I need to get a hold of her pretty soon because I have a lot more. Since I'm doing gemology and everything, I have a lot more ideas with that.
And whatnot. So it's been a very weird week for him. So hopefully he's learned and will shut up. And let's not forget, he produced a special all done by himself, probably with some assistance as well, but for free. So George, you should know better. All right. But I got some good things. The Vampire Princess Mio OVA Blu-ray coming in September. will just be blanked as the creator refuses to approve any artwork or packaging. So, well, that's a little sad right here. It's still Vampire Princess Miyu getting a Blu-ray. So wonderful. That's awesome. Kind of just wish we get artwork, but hey, add another one to the collection of preserving even more and getting to a wider audience now. Although, why can't we just reuse this? Is it that hard? Now, is it for payment reason? Is it just for some?
It-
I'm probably
Is it
going to
the
say it's
right?
probably for payment, or it could be copyright. You never know. Probably those two. Probably is my biggest things right now that I probably would say payment and probably copyright. Any artwork or packaging. You know, that's a little strange with the packaging, but the artwork probably is for either copyright protected or payment wise.
I can understand like artwork and everything. I can understand that to a degree in terms of copyright and all that. So I will be with the creator on this one. But the packaging, just leave it lit. Just use. I agree with Joker. Leave it like that, and you're fine. You're fine. It does not have to be overtly done. Just keep simple stupid.
Good stuff to be super stupid, home by fast. Like, oh, look at those. Look at that.
See
Oh, yeah.
this
Look
right
at that.
here,
Like,
right
can't
here.
you just
There
reuse
is
this?
no excuse. No excuse. We could do this. Just keep it like this and we're happy.
I mean, even when I got the Outlaw Star Blu-ray compared to his, like, I do like mine a lot, but the old classic DVD set was like, that was pretty sweet too.
Yeah,
actually.
that the one I
Go watch our
currently
Outlaw
have.
Star review and see how different they both look for both DVD back in the day and the more modern Blu-rays. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good shit actually. So, I mean, this is why we buy physical, so I can look at this beautiful stuff and be like, look at that. Look at the artistry on display, but it looks good. So that's still weird, but hey, you know what? Still cool. This is coming. So be on the lookout in September with more information coming soon. How do you feel about another Evil Dead movie in 2 more years? Because Evil Dead Wrath has wrapped production from Francis Galupe. Hopefully I'm saying that. Not coming in theaters next April in April 7th. April 7th of 2028. And Evil Dead Burn is in July. Yeah, in July.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, go right ahead.
Why does it look like it's being dropped in the chocolate from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is mildly distracting. I'm sorry, but that's actually pretty cool. I'm glad they wrapped up filming and everything. I'm hoping it's pretty good. But
So,
still, this is the wrong thing to do.
so an Evil Dead movie every 2 years. How do you feel about that? Because I think Evil Dead, was it Rise? I think it was Rise in 2024 or 2023 around that time period. A little bit.
Well, every 2 years it does work because think about it, we have a lot there's a lot going on in everybody's lives. There could be scheduling, there could be this, that, and the other. So a 2-year gap is actually in your best interest to keep a movie going rather than like every fucking year.
And then this one does feel like it's more like an anthology
I
trilogy.
will I will give Dune credit. I will give Dune credit where credit is due that they actually filmed the 3rd movie right after the 2nd one. So
Yeah, they're practically back to back.
that I can, but and that's not me knocking them. That's actually me praising them because at least with Dune, it does work if you have the right time and everything to do. It's like, okay, let's just get this now. We'll come back to this afterwards. Thank you, everybody.
That Messiah is the final with Paul as the main character. So we'll see, because I know he's supposed to in the 3rd book. Yeah, 3rd book. Wait, isn't the 3rd book they show him that he's alive, but then he also dies in it? So Messiah is the final book with Paul in it, and then book number 3 he does kind of die in it. So spoiler alert, but hey, the book's been out for years. It's called Go Read the Fucking Books.
Exactly.
The one thing I will
Exactly.
praise Giga for, I will use that meme from his Attack on Titan. Oh, yeah, sure, thanks, son. It's called Go Read the Fucking Manga. God damn it. Every fucking time. Anime
Oh,
only.
believe me, I would do that to my own kid. You want to watch Outlaw Star, son? Go read the fucking manga and then come back to me.
But father, there's no manga for Outlaw Star.
You have a
So
laptop. You have a laptop that could get you there. No excuses.
okay, so April 7th in 2020 for Evil Dead. So yeah. So I'm excited.
But
I gotta
also,
wonder where they're gonna go after Burn,
after
because Burn is dealing with the other family now, and that also I'm gonna say this: how do you sleep in that apartment with all that crazy stuff happening in Evil Dead Rise and just not wake up? Yet it's also that same girl we see at the cabin in the very opening of that film. So it's like, oh, so that's how the demon was able to possess her. They forgot one. Also, how did the building not collapse? I'm just saying, because whenever they summon a demon, it's, well, I can't say it on YouTube for YouTube's sake. So yeah.
I paid the FCC fine, so
So yeah, that. So anyway, moving on. That's not the only horror director we got. Terrifier creator Damien Leon is set to write and direct in a new original horror film, Torturers of the Damned, for Lionsgate. Sam Raimi is set to produce. So not a whole lot is known about this right now, but Damien
I
Leon is going places.
I like the fact that he's and this is called moving on and trying something else the right way. I
We're
love
still doing the
now
final Terrifier
now
movie.
now now hear us out, ladies and gentlemen, hear us out. Both me and Joker, we love the Terrifier movies. We love them.
Love
But
him.
I'm glad Damien is trying something else for a change. And we like that. We like it when somebody tries something different and we praise the attempt. We praise the attempt. It's like, let the director try something else. It does not hurt to experiment. I'm not wrong because
Not wrong.
I'd rather see him try this and go and if it bombs, not wishing any harm here, not wishing any bad luck, none of that crap. Hypothetically speaking, here, ladies and gentlemen, if it bombs, at least he tried. We gotta
I
give
mean,
him.
Rob
We gotta.
Zombie's some of Rob Zombie's films have bombed over the years, but there still is that success somewhere that he tried, moved on, tried again, moved on, and maybe it's just that grindhouse feel that some people don't like, but some people really do, and some people say that, hey, I still like it. I haven't seen many of his films outside of those
Personally,
showing on TV for Halloween. His takes on Halloween. I've seen maybe one other movie from Rob Zombie that I'm like, oh god, what was it? I can't remember what it is, but I was
I
like, I
got I
like
got
this.
I got you covered. I did see both Halloween movies. I've seen House of a Thousand Corpses. I've seen I've seen Devil's Rejects. I haven't seen Three from Hell yet. Want to say the Haig's last movies, unfortunately, but I liked House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects out of those ones because at least it was in Rob's element. You could just tell. And everybody made it work and it was very believable. That's the cool thing about it. It was believable. As goofy as some of it was, but I digress. Now back to Damien. This is actually pretty cool. I'm excited to learn about this because it's something new. And Original. Original. Yes. We welcome it.
His last film that Rob did was the Munsters, but I have yet to watch that. But but I again, like I said, Rob does try a little bit. Like he's like, I'll still try it out. But I kind of want to see his fake movie, Werewolf Woman of the SS, because he honestly should just do that now. Because how both Thanksgiving and some of the other stuff from Grindhouse and Bulletproof were made finally, he should be like, hey, I guess I'll just do this now since Thanksgiving was successful by Eli Roth. just do it, Rob. Do it now. So I want to know what it looks like now. But yeah, try something new a little bit. If, like we said, if it fails, then it fails. But you made an effort. Now we're still getting Terrifier 4, and I will say this for Mr. Damien. He takes every single criticism at him, and it's like, fuck it, I'll do better. Did we criticize the first Terrifier film after it was Kickstarter for being like, yeah, this is a good movie, but it feels all in one place. You can do a little better. Where's the, more world stuff? And he's like, okay, I'll take that. Gets a bigger budget for the second film. And it's not all just in one location, that darn abandoned apartment down in the basement. Now we had an entire city to explore. We had a Terrifier carnival for the finale. That was really cool to be in. We had a party. We had also news outlets reporting the attack from last Halloween. And apparently Art the Clown was famous to be just not just urban legend. People fear him, actually. That was cool to learn. Also, people didn't like Art had a gun. He said, screw you, here's a Tommy gun. I love that part of the movie.
That brought me back. That brought me back to when Jim Carrey in The Mask, when he pulled, he's like, a Tommy gun, and then aims it and fires it.
It was all because people said, no, he's a slasher. He's not supposed to have a gun. Dude, Art having a gun makes him the most realistic slasher out there. Jason would never pick up a gun.
Actually, I can rival that. How about Ghostface with that shotgun? Did not give a shit.
That was even better. I thought that was better than Art because every Ghostface was different.
But I liked it because because we're so used to the stabby. But when he picked
that
up
was like one of my favorite parts in Scream 6 because it's like, this Ghostface isn't fucking around.
He did not give a shit. He just went like boom, boom.
And they show it. I forgot they show it too. It's like,
it's like, whoa. And that's what, and payoff. It
came
paid
back
off.
later.
And guess what? It made him 10 times scarier. It made
I think that's Ghostface was probably the most brutal since the original 2. I was like, damn, this guy's brutal.
And it's a breath of fresh air because it's like finally something different that
because you never know if he's going to just stab with a gun, or stab with a knife, or does he have a gun on him? So that's why when you change it up and mix it up, we love it. Even in the third film, it's like, all right, you guys want more plot? I'll give you a plot this time around. But then they still complain about it. He's like, what do you guys want from me? And then he's like, I got it.
I feel like Wes Craven at his best was 3 and 4. At his best. And I feel like 4 was perfect. But you know what? 6 I will recognize because of the shotgun and everything. I'm like, you know what? Well played, Ghostface. Well played. You actually gave us something to talk about for good. And I will agree, Terrifier with a gun. I did not expect that.
That was awesome.
You see, this is what happens when you take horror, like horror slashers, and give them something new to work with. Now, I will agree, Jason with the gun, it won't work. It can't work. Same thing with Leatherface. It won't work. Michael Myers, mm, that's a
No,
50-50.
Michael would never use a gun. Never.
But I feel like I feel like with killers like Ghostface and Terrifier, I feel like realistically speaking, those are the only two I could think of in terms of like of using a gun to full effectiveness. Everybody else everybody else is on their own path and everything, and I feel like that's what made them icons. Respectfully, that's what made him an icon. And I can't, and that's why I can't see it with anything else.
Hmm. And speaking about
Ah,
icons,
this one
we
hurt.
lost the editor. Mauricio Lucas has sadly passed away at 80. The Oscar-winning editor for the original Star Wars film. There are so many tales you've probably have heard about this so many different years. Film is rough production. You know, it's being made, but things aren't great. Harrison Ford is like destroying the set of the Millennium Falcon and all that whatnot. Then there's that deadline that Fox gave. You got 1 week to finish this movie. Okay, get it done within a week. But turning all that wonderful film they made down into the editing room, the report is the first draft of this movie is rough. So re-edit the film with George and his wife and another editor. The film is more salvageable, it's workable, and that's the version of the film we get in theaters. But Lucas was so afraid that this movie is not going to do great, he goes to Hawaii to escape the madness. But the report is, when he's escaping, he noticed a big line out of the Chinese theater. He asked somebody, what movie you're seeing? We're seeing Star Wars. Still flees the country to go to Hawaii. But then on TV, then on TV, they're reporting that, and while the states got over there, we're finally getting Star Wars here. So, and of course, nominated for multiple Oscars. So to George's wife, here's one to you. Good life, good editor, not just for Star Wars. She's been elsewhere beforehand. So look up her other filmography she's done. So she was very talented. Very talented. Thank you for saving Star Wars, but thank you
and
for being a
also
part of the Star Wars family and much more elsewhere.
and also
May
she
the
had
force
the
be with you. May the
yes,
force be with
and,
you.
and that too. And she had the balls to tell Kathleen and everybody like you people are trash. Like you don't know what the hell you're doing. And she came out outright. She didn't hold back. It was funny to read that whole thing. I'm just like, yay,
I
Marcy.
did not know that, but she had the balls.
When you hear it from George Lucas's wife of how trash your sequel is, you know you fucked up really bad. But I digress. So rest in peace, Marcia Lucas. Thank you for helping get Star Wars to where it is. Because I have seen some like the old shots and everything before it was reworked. It was really bad, Joker. It was so
And
bad. I
some of
was
it is what you actually saw, what they were able to salvage. Like pretty much the jaw walks going like, yeah, that's just that. That's what you get. Then it would just repeat it until it's like, okay, move on. Or them, yes, R2 falling down. They had to hide that, but then you see the why R2 does fall down. That first film was rough, but that's the magic of your editors. They will save you a film if they can, work their butts off. So, and they all did with her. So thank you. On to something a little bit more positive. How do you feel about this? If this does become true,
let's see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta put on my Crash Bandicoot hat for a minute because you guys know me. I have played all all the originals. I powered through Twin Sanity, and somehow I have my sanity along Crash 4. I'm amazed it's not completely shot yet, but I digress. Let's see. Activision has officially filed a trademark for Crash Bandicoot in motion picture. Now, this is what angers me, because we did have an original pilot for the cartoon. There was a cartoon intro going around and everything, showing what it was going to become, and that got shit canned by Activision. So now Activision being Activision turns around. It's like, well, maybe we shouldn't have shit canned that. Let's try it again. Well, guess what? You pissed us off the first time. What are you doing, Activision? And Activision's the bipolar child of the gaming world right now. And I mean that very loosely. I would be here's the thing. Crash Bandicoot is a platformer that works. Like Sonic with the Chaos Emeralds and everything, Dr. Robotnik, you have a setup, a boss fight, why this is happening. It works. Crash Bandicoot also works somehow, because Naughty Dog got the inspiration from the cartoonish of the Looney Tunes and everything. You take a real life animal, genetically modified by a mad scientist, have amazingly accurate gems and crystals, mind you. Still not happy about the sapphire rug, but that's a rant for another time.
Remember, folks, he's a gemologist, so he can go. Oh wait, how do you feel about Devil May Cry still calling their rhombus orbs?
I call bullshit.
But it's an orb.
Crack.
But it's an orb.
Seriously, no, get off the crack.
Rhombus. But they call it an orb.
The crack.
But it's an. That's getting clear.
You people are on crack.
That is getting. Don't look at me. Go play the Japanese writers. Go blame Capcom. They still call it an orb. That's getting clipped, folks. That's getting clipped. You better clip it.
Here's the thing. Joking aside, this can work if you go back to the basic of having Dr. Neocortex and Embryo with the Evolvo Ray and making it work, because Cortex wants world domination and he wants an army of genetically modified soldiers. It's in the first game opening credit scene. I could quote that for
essentially
decades.
Do the game version number 1.
Yes, I would be more than that inclined to say do it from the get-go, from the first game. If it works, fabulous. Build it for the second game and then onward. Take bits here and there that are recognizable. You could do so much with this. It works because then, and I'm glad it's animated. That's the key. That's the key thing here, Joker. Animated.
Binary. Yep.
Hey, Binary Man, what's up, buddy?
But don't do the route of, like, you don't need to make this mature like Arcane, Cyberpunk, so many others. Like, no, this is for kids. The kids are allowed to have fun, and even adults are allowed to have fun.
I dare them to give us the Tana of the first game. I fucking dare them, because that was something. But also, I do like the Tana of Crash Bandicoot 4, so I can have the best of both worlds.
So yeah, my thoughts on all this. If this turns out to be true, then Summer Game Fest is almost here. They can announce something. We've seen movies get announced by Netflix. Had the big push with Zack Snyder for Rebel Moon.
Justice.
I'm still sad that didn't continue. Dash Snyder's so sad, but then Zack is a little cryptic of like, oh, it's going to come back. So I still wonder if he's going to do one for them, one for me, and if they see success, it's like, all right, you can bring it back. But you gotta wonder with how much money they spent on both movies, both director's cut, and I don't know. I still don't know how many people turned into that podcast, which is very strange. They had one for all the Jimmys, but who knows? That could come back. You never know. But that's time for another day. But speaking about like just another time, it's been almost 40 years since the first Transformers movie, and it will be re-released in theaters on September 17th as an apology tour after the film left some fans
Oh,
in tears during its original run. Folks, for those who don't know, we had Optimus Prime alive for so many episodes, but when the movie comes out, in the first 5 minutes, dead. They had the balls to kill off Optimus Prime in this movie, and it was glorious. I still got
hey,
to watch
happy dinosaur, happy nights
all of
indeed.
Generation 1 Transformers from that time, but even I know about the infamous Optimus Prime dies in the movie. Could you imagine, you as a kid, you watch all the episodes, and this is the movie, the finale, and he dies? Not at the end, not at the middle, but at the start. Also, the final performance we got from Orson Welles before he passed away. Because Orson Welles, yes, isn't that Orson Welles from Citizen Kane, was our very first Unicron. Orson Welles, man. But this is cool to see because I want to watch this on the biggest screen possible. So it better come to my city. If not, I know exactly where to go. So this will be cool. This will be badass. Yes, it was tragic and glorious. In a minute, go right ahead.
It's something because the 40th anniversary. Good fucking God, Joker. Where are
As
40 years?
old as Peter Cullen himself, because that's half his life.
I'm glad we're getting this because now we're actually showing where this all began, and as an apology tour, that's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny when you really look
We
at it.
started, we made you cry. Now we're gonna make your son and daughter cry.
That's like that's like it's like, here you go, kids. Here's something that made me cry. I thought it was Bambi, Dad. We don't talk about that, kids.
We don't talk about that.
But to me, this is where real men go to cry, honestly. But I like the fact they just went out there and said apology tour. That's actually pretty funny. And it works somehow. I don't know how, but it works. But it is something. Plus, where is this art style, Joker? Where is this art style at? Because this is glorious. I like it. But
I miss
I
it too.
digress.
All right, 17 years ago, the Nana manga had went on a hiatus due to the creator. Well, this is due to her, like way to her health back in the day. We covered this on the channel many months ago. I think it was even a couple of years ago, not if I'm correct wrong. But still, 17 years on on hiatus, hasn't come back. But there's also some stuff that I think some of them take this with a grain of salt, because I kind of scrolled down just a little bit. Like even the first one right here, I heard a YouTube video a long time ago from the manga YouTuber who is now activated that the creator has no plans on returning because writing and drawing the series caused massive damage to her hands. But I guess she's changing her mind now. Within the last few years, she's commented on interest in returning. She's also stated that the story is in its final stages. That is all we know at this moment. Now, for me, I do love the anime. Absolutely love the anime. If you guys want some great classic Studio Madhouse, like early 2000s animation, art style, or storytelling before, I still dread this, that a lot of companies, and especially you, Shonen Jump, took a lot of things the wrong way, and we got a lot of isekai high fantasy, which I'm still fine with, but I want some of that more grounded stuff again, like we had with Death Note with the supernatural, or just some nice grounded reality stuff. Not as a it's a great manga to pick up and read. It was a good time, and it's also you had two nanas. One was the more cheerful, happy, lucky girl. The other one was your punk rock star. Love it. It's a great manga to pick up, and it's a great anime to watch. So now this is a classic. Now, with that comment being said, if the creator is changed your mind, hey, please do it. If you need help, that's what assistants are for. That's what you can hire somebody who could help out. And I would love to see the manga be finished. Some mangas don't get finished. Others didn't quite have a plan. I know High School of the Dead will never be finished. That last chapter we got was the final thing ever. We all thought Berserk was never going to be done. It's like, what are they going to do? Well, thankfully, Mira had a plan. First one was simply training the Simpsons apprentice. That's why he created the studio. That's why they did their whole side project with the manga. That's like, yeah, his assistants are good. Like, they can get up to his levels now. Even when he passed away, he was able to do those last few chapters that we got. And if we never, ever got more Berserk, I was like, this is the spot to end at. Casca was saved. They got their baby back. But the spoiler alert, the Moonlight Child is Griffith. Well, I knew it, but that reveal was still amazing. Never played Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Can't wait to get that game for the Switch. I have yet to play Sparking Zero. Been catching up on other games, but hey, I found the Switch. Back to what I was saying, and I thought we were never going to get it. That is until 1 year later, his longtime friend came out and said that we have the ending. His assistants and apprentice will continue the series, and I will help them out. Which was like, good. Good. Even if they said, no, we're not going to continue, but we have the ending in sight, I would have said, fine. I would have said, that's fine. What I got was a good closing chapter. But that was great. That was great. They're continuing it. And God, I still need to catch up. I know we're getting more issues now in actual manga form now, which is great, by the way, because that's me. I'm more of a physical guy than kind of like reading chapters that they come online, which is still a fine way to do it, but I prefer to read physically. That's why I like to use this as an example with a lot of my omnibus. I don't know why I can do it right now, actually, because I actually got it right back over here.
Yeah, real quick. I'm gonna answer a few messages real quick.
Yep, I got it right here.
They did make the remasters of 1 and 2. Go play them. They're good. Oh, I got you, Joker. There you go.
That's why I prefer mine to read mine physically, folks. I could get the big omnibus too. That way, those have more chapters, but I have more of a. I want to see this. I want to see the covers because the Berserk omnibus, they're beautiful, big, nice, detailed. Also, by the way, I'm getting a new tattoo, so I'm going with the brand of sacrifice.
Oh, nice.
So I just got to go to the store and be like, "Can you guys set me up for an appointment so I can?" So I'm going with the brand of sacrifice. So I prefer. I'm a physical guy, so I like to collect stuff physically. So, but that's the thing. Some stories don't get finished. Others get halfway, and it's like we could continue, but out of respect for the author, no. So, hey, if times change, so I'm hoping with enough time, she's like, let's finish this one last try, because I would love to see them to be finished.
Also, well, yes, and here's my take on this for a moment. What happened with the manga artists on hiatus due to the damage of the hands? That's not exaggeration, people. That is not exaggeration. That stuff is real. Carpal tunnel is a bitch, and everything in between because you got to do it from like different angles and everything, drawing like the correct face, the correct motion. You're working with your hands. That's why some animators have broken their arms and everything, accidentally, mind you. And
World Trigger. Don't forget your neck, because the World Trigger mangaka damaged this.
oh yeah, he did. He
Because
did.
when you think about it, it's how many hours are they doing literally this? Even my job, I have to look down at stuff. You can feel it if you're after a while, if you're straining it really good. Because he broke this, and they said, "Sir, you broke this. How old are you?" And they're like, "You're not supposed to get this till you're way older in life." But it was the schedule of Shonen Jump at the time, and he admitted that I only got a few hours of sleep at most when doing Bow Trigger. It's like,
Ew.
so that sped up the process, and it's like, oh god, and that's why he didn't draw for such a very, very long time. But then World Trigger was drawn for the anniversary for Shonen Jump, and it's like, hey, he's getting a little better, but that's was still risky. But it's like, ooh,
And also the High School of the Dead manga author Daisuke. It's so tragic what happened because that episode when they're all in the mansion and everything, they made it to the mansion, and then that bus was leaving with all the other people, including that creepy teacher. I wanted to know what that teacher did that made Ray go into that rage. I would have loved to know. That would have been a great backstory. That would have been a great because the setup is there. The setup is there, but
and
now
yet
the payoff won't ever come, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a sad reality we have to live with. And it sucks. It does. Because the setup was perfect. And I'm like, oh, this is good. I like build up like this. And then nothing. Nothing. It's one of anime's greatest what ifs. Kind of like the territory days in the NWA AWA era.
yep, even something like this, but I think it's owned by Square Enix. In Ex Buko SS. This one will never be completed because the author has sadly passed away many, many years ago. Because I don't think they will continue because he passed away in the year 2015. So it's like
it's been 11
I think they
years.
said that it is done, but I think it's like incomplete. So I mean, it goes up to a point, and then it's like, is this done? Did it get canceled? I think this one's done. Like, I don't think they are going to continue because he's not around. So, but that goes to show you that things take a lot on you, and things take time. But you never know. But I could be wrong. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, yes, we're still excited for Cyberpunk Intro Season 2, and we will get more and more information at Anime Expo this year. It's a new standalone story in the Cyberpunk universe, and apparently it's being done by the team of the original season who did the famous Episode 9. So that entire production team who did Episode 9 are like the main runners for this one. So, hell yeah. I could take like another season. So I'll be excited. But more information coming next month. Here's another one for your wonderful anime fans from Studio Polygon Pictures. I kid you not, for this is the title of the freaking name. Wheelchair Assassin Action Tank Chair. Hitman is a vegetative state bound to a wheelchair. He only regains consciousness when killing intent. Fight back with an arm Fighting back with the
At
but
at least at least
it's
it's not an
different.
isekai.
It sticks out. Like it sticks out.
It's not an isekai. That's the crazy thing about this. This is actually good.
It sticks out, and Polygon pictures can be hit or miss at time to time, depending on
You know what
art
this reminds
style, what they're
you know what this
animating.
you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Tank Girl. This reminds me of Tank Girl.
Hmm.
The um I'm getting Tank Girl vibes, and I'm like, this could work. But a Hitman. Ooh, I like the premise. That actually fits surprisingly well. That does work. Let's see.
Feel
Take
pretty.
chair. Yeah. I'm impressed. I am impressed.
Yeah, it does work in that sense of way. Like it's different. It sticks out. I know Polygon, they can get a little bit like it just depends on what they're animating or like what the art style. Because I love Levius on Netflix, awesome show. Go watch, especially if you guys still need to get your Bucket the Grappler or hold on. Oh my god, hold on a second. What was it called again? Um, Ashina Joe out there, along with its sequel series. You need to get that itch to scratch off of you. Definitely go watch Levius. Great box anime, very good. Especially like the cool stuff because it's steampunk as well. And Knights of Zendodia, very good anime. I have yet to watch the final movie, but when they do good stuff and like have a nice direction, you get a lot of beautiful stuff with them because they're very good at CGI. They're mostly a CGI company, and they get some really nice stuff. So I'm excited for this. Comes out in fall of 2026. So we shall see on more stores in for us. But you know what's not in for you? With Destiny 2 being canceled or finally not shutting down, and Bungie focusing on Marathon over there, former Destiny 2 senior narrative designer Robert Brooks says a proper Zaval Arth campaign and raid were pitched multiple times for Destiny 2. You'd be surprised how many times this was pitched for Destiny 2. So basically, we were supposed to get another Hive campaign since the Taken King back in OG Destiny. As a Destiny 1 player, holy shit, how did they not do this sooner? Huh? You're telling me you tried to pitch this multiple times and it was a no. Yep, we get the Star Wars collaboration? Like, how does that work out? I mean, it kind of fit the Destiny vibe for Star Wars. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't play it, but I saw. I'm like, okay, but we couldn't get this after how many years? Or even after the final shape came out, we couldn't redo this. There are so many unresolved campaign little notes that we go, why don't you guys solve it? And now it's just all left up in the air. So fuck you, next for Sony. Fuck you, Bungie. Mostly the Bungie side of things. So, really? That's disappointing. Okay, so what do I start off with? All right, so the state of play was yesterday. I liked what I saw because I had it on at work, so I was like, I can listen to the audio. One of them being, we got another look at Marvel TechCon, Fighting Souls. We got Doctor Doom. More look at Doctor Doom. Yes, I know he's still voiced by Pro-Z, but that's a side effect. If he's a good choice, then I'll let the game speak for itself. We got more. I got another look at Magneto fighting Storm. with a sentinel in the background. Why don't you have your gasping look on? We got Spider-Man versus Green
Ooh, we
Goblin, voice by the spectacular version of Spider-Man, Green Goblin. Yes, it's a reunion of these two actors. But that's not all. My favorite villain, Carnage.
Carnage.
And it's a
Finally.
great voice for Carnage. Whoa, what's you guys are gonna comments. Just keep it civil, folks. Just keep it civil, folks.
Yeah.
I thought something was there, but you guys are fine. Keep it civil.
Thank you guys for trying to
Thank
keep
you
that.
guys. You guys are fine. But Carnage. And it's a really good voice for Carnage. I still prefer the Fox version of the Cassidy's gone. There's only Carnage. That will always be my favorite Carnage voice. But this
and he's let loose. He's let loose. Like, give us.
Look at those animation. Look at the blood. Because Carnage is a blood symbiote.
And it begs the question, Marvel.
Where's
where was this? You
they wanted to be PG-13 because they wanted to join the MCU. No, make Venom R-rated. Pussies.
Yet we have Lobo over there coming in. We have Lobo over there
with the grenade on him.
Which is it? Which is it, Marvel?
Do we want money with the fans or just money?
You give us this, but you could not give us an R-rated Carnage movie.
I mean, this is still a teen-rated game, and the teen rating system over here is different, very vastly different than films and whatnot. But still, look at this. This is my boy Carnage right here. Thank you. Oh my God. And they do a team attack, and you kind of see. I don't think it's here, but there is a Venom tease somewhere, because I think Mary Jane is somewhere in one of the shots. So, but this is still great to see. Very. I'm excited for this. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fighting game fan out there. I admire them at a distance. I admire when you see just two big aficionados going at it at an arcade or at gaming conventions, whatnot. I just go, damn, I wish I could pull off those combos, but I can't.
I like that Magneto is in the correct outfit. He's in the correct outfit.
Red and purple. That's all I asked for.
This is all we ask for, Marvel. This is all we ask for. This is Magneto. Not that garbage suit in Marvel Rivals. I'm sorry. I don't like that suit. I'm sorry. I love
fine for what they were doing, but I'm like, can I get it? Can I get the classic suit now, please?
Please.
I think some of the alternate skins are better, but can I get this, please?
Yes, because this is what makes people crap their pants when they see
what we are
this
afraid
outfit.
Of. Also, why Cloak and Dagger for the X-Men getting some nice strip, but Magneto can't? He's the father of freaking mutants. Give respect, my boy. But yeah, this is still great. I'm excited.
Damn, Storm is really having a bad Tuesday today.
I know. So
poor Storm.
So
what's this?
Basically, do you remember Ghostwire Tokyo? Well, this is the same lady.
Oh.
So she was at the State of Play, and she's like, "Oh, you remember me?" There's and then she posted all these nice drawings she saw over the years and that she received. So yeah, this is that same lady who was very happy that Ghostwire Tokyo was being announced and everything, and she's like this is that lady from E3 all those years ago. I know, God, I feel old right now, but here is the actual description for the game actually. So I'll play it right now, folks. Oh yeah, defeat yokai or wield their powers. A new PS5 action game coming in the year 2027. First information on the supernatural adventure. Yeah, that's I'm not gonna play that. That's gonna get instant copyright. But check out these visuals. Look at the gameplay. See, something new, something different. Thank you, Fox Widow. Ooh, that is good. A little bit of action adventure. You are a yokai hunter.
Oh, that's cool.
Hunt the unseen. Wings. This is definitely giving me Gravity Rush vibes because just for the art style, because I'm like, for just how they're using the powers. Like, this is definitely Gravity Rush vibes. So I love it. Wall climbing, zip, like these are cool powers to wield. Yes. Again, I say I'm also getting a little bit of Fire Force 5, but you're not alone. Team up with players. Up to three player co-op. So yay, anyone and I can play. And you can watch me dominate while he's like, Joker, what do I do? What do I do? Scrub. So I love the fact that we're so bringing back the co-op and good player. Death is only the beginning. So I'm excited. Also, they got a nice fashion. I love the fashion so far. So very cool. You stick so much smooth walking up, or should I say skipping up. So I love it. So I love it.
I gotta say this for Ghostwire Tokyo. This is a step up from that, and I would say this would probably be a direct sequel to that. If
But also at the same time, who knew what her version of Ghostwire Tokyo was meant to be actually? So because remember, she kind of was on the project for a while, but then left due to a lot of stress. But it's nice to know, like I said many years time ago, that takes a break, leaves, recovers a lot, and then comes back. So I love it. You love to see it. So thank you for not giving up and continuing. So I liked it. But there was more. More look at Ace Combat 8. Wings of Thief. Coming to consoles and everywhere on October 2nd, 2026. So still got a ways to go, but it will be here. I really haven't played any Ace Combat games. I've always seen them played, but I like what I see here. Dogfighting, everything, some great music. So what's there not to like? So I'm all for that. Okay. All right, more. We got a release date, February 12th of next year for Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. There she is, the Croft we all know and love.
yes, and
She looks better now. She looks way better. They got the look right. The outfit's right. She looks pretty, beautiful. I love she has dirt and scars on her. This, to me, is Lara Croft. Love her.
This looks good. Way better than than what we originally. Way better than the first
what you
part we
originally saw
got.
back at the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm. I could that one was rough. Like, who's this bozo?
I think.
Oh wait a minute! Oh wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Those were the hunter. Those are the people that.
Oh, wait a minute! Oh,
the rivals, right?
If this is who I think it is. Holy crap! He looks like he looks like Seth Rogen got stretched out and smashed. I'm joking. I'm joking, but
looks a little
I like the
It just looks
It's a
weird right
work
now.
in
With
progress.
things at an angle for now.
Work in progress. We'll call this a work in
Yeah,
progress.
it's a web, so it will look better in the future. So that's what we're also hoping out for. So it'll look better in the future. More looks at the Velociraptors, who are actually accuracy because they have feathers instead of scales. So good. The scientists, go away. You got your accurate Velociraptor. So go away, please.
Just
And like I
get the
said,
fuck out of here.
coming February 12th of next year. So I still have, well, I could play the originals anytime now, thanks to Tomb Raider Remastered, but of the ports, I should say, the
Oh,
series. But
good.
this is still great to
I
play.
will. I will warn you. Good luck, because one of the puzzles to get the Magnum. Good luck, because that one is fucking tight. And it took me a good bit to get it, but this is good though. I like this. I'm excited for this one. Um, it's done right. But you know me and Joker. We like what we see. Now give us the gameplay trailer. Give us the
Also,
gameplay.
apparently, for Ace Combat 8, there
Oh no!
people are
We're
liking this lady right here. But if you know your Gundams or any mecha anime, if you fall in love with somebody, they're going to die. So players, keep her alive, but don't be surprised if she dies. So
I I wish Fatal was here right now. I would love to get his take on this. I would
but
love.
I'm still excited. I like the look.
I like
It's
the
it.
helmet. I like the helmet. Actually, that's
I like
actually a
her
nice
helmet. It
touch.
stands out. So thank you.
This
Okay,
makes sense. It
it makes
makes
sense. It
sense.
makes sense. So everybody's got to stand out. You got to protect your teammates. So it stands out. More looks at Phantom Blade will be deep dive in the summer. So we're in summer right now. So either Summer Game Fest or in July or in August. But we did get some more looks, and the pre-order launch will be in the summer as well. So here's some more looks at Phantom Blade Zero. I am still impressed this game is like this. It's not Souls like, it's not well, or like or action. It's something in between. But I love the fact that every boss is gonna feel unique, different.
This
They stand
reminds
out.
me. This reminds me of the Evil Within. I'm getting Evil Within vibes. But in a good way, like the good aspects of it.
And I love the
That is peak. That's peak horror right there. That is peak, right? That's horror.
so yeah, I
Wow.
love that.
I would love to hear this story.
Yeah, exactly. And I just love the blades design of this. So awesome. Just how close we're gonna get to some of the action. This is what every action junkie lives for. And thank you. Thank you so much. So it's one of my favorites I'm looking forward to the most, and I'm excited to see. But that's not the only one we got to saw. We got to saw more of the brand new in the Remedy Verse Control, the second Control game. So very much marionette for this one. This one, instead of being action shooter, this one's now action melee. So and whoo, I still love how Remedy does their shots in these games, from the artistry to the visual layout and just even the placement, the cinematography. They're very good. Yes, it's still weird that like well, our games aren't selling well. They will sell well. Just give them to everybody else on all platforms instead of logging the PC version on Epic. Like, give it to everybody, please. I love it, and make it physical, not just digital. That's why Dash waited for physical, and I need to get my physical copy right now. I know. Dash beats me in that category. So I still love what I see. I need to play Control. It's on my list because I played both of all the Alan Wake games. I just need to play Control now. So yay! I'm excited. I still hate the whole early access gimmick. It's just no, no, no. But who wouldn't want to play this if you're a Remedy fan? So it's an option. But remember, folks, speak with your wallet, please. Speak with your wallet. And yes, all the previous live action actors, it looks like some of them are returning yet again. Coming out on September 24th of this year. So be on the lookout. Okay, what else I got? I know I got more. Wait, hold on. Right. Okay. Oh, wait. That's right. Oh. Yes. Yes. Wolverine. More. It's coming this year. Wolverine's here. Up September 5th. I'm still mixed about it, but I like what I saw. I like who we're fighting. The action's nice and bloody, as Wolverine should be. I do like that aspect. I'm still iffy about the Sabretooth design.
Oh,
It could be better. Like, just give her the armor and it would be much better. Not everybody needs to wear armor,
what
guys.
the
I know. It does not look good. I hate the design. Get rid of the armor. This is what I would do. Just get rid of the armor.
Give us X-Men Evolution Sabretooth. Give us
Oh,
that.
that would be a perfect design. Someone's gonna mod that in for sure.
Oh, Jean Grey. Did you see the Jean Grey one?
Do I want to pull it out? Should
we have to talk. We're here already, Joker. We have to pull it.
Okay,
we have
here
to
we
pull
go.
it. We have to because
Let
you
me
know
find.
what?
Okay, here it is.
The biggest crime of the goddamn century.
But I do like the action for the most
Yes.
part. The action matches the classic God of War style, nice and bloody. And from being told that yes, you will lose your health if you're not aggressive playstyle. So it's like, oh, I have to be aggressive. Perfect. That fits Wolverine. You have to be aggressive. Again, I like the cinematics.
Perfect.
It's hold on. Let me skip the screen. Again, it's bloody. Look, the blood's there. Like, yes. Again, they're nailing it for the most part. You will get allies, but they're not playable. Thank you. All right, here. I don't want to. You see, I'm hesitant.
He is hesitating, ladies and gentlemen.
You can get the clip ready.
I have I have that clip, that very clip ready.
Go for it.
You came to bed. Now you've made me very.
Get it.
First of all, they could do a little bit better with the hair because it is black, it is red, but the white needs to stand out a little bit better. I like the powers are still here, but is this really the best they could do? Someone tell me straight to my face, is this really the best you can do? Again, if you look at Sabretooth, if I didn't know that was Sabretooth, I'm like, oh, looks like I would have said this is another clone they try to do, but I'm like, that's Sabretooth? I say, get rid of the armor, put some better clothes on him, you can keep the hairstyle, make him bulk. Also, I need to see some with the claws out and everything, and then I'll be like, okay, you got a little better Sabretooth. Or again, just give him some give him a black jacket, get rid of the armor, nice 80s, 90s jacket that's black from the punk era, and then we're good to go with Sabretooth. But Jean, if you didn't tell me that this was Jean, I would say, oh, who's a newcomer? But then I see the white hair streak. and the powers and the eyes, and I'm like, oh, Jean? Well, I guess she stayed in the game. So, where's Mystique? But Jean got the Mary Jane Watson treatment from Spider-Man 2.
This is
But
bad.
people, this is
This
Jean. Jean's
this
beautiful.
is so bad.
I think what people are saying,
First Mary Jane, now this.
the problem is was with the face itself. It's just too bland, and
It,
also it
it's
doesn't
the bull.
scream Jean.
It's the bullshit butch that
People are
they
gonna say, is she too bulky, or should she just eat something?
and then when you actually see who the mocap person is and how beautiful they look, do the main question is do they just say beautiful women? I mean really. If you fix up the face a little bit, add a bit of the whiteness to the hair and everything, you're fine. You got the powers right. The powers are correct, but that's it. The hair is correct almost for the most part.
Again, just let that be a little
But
bit more.
the face is so distracting. That's the problem. The face is so distracting. Here's the sad reality. I wanted to like this game. I wanted to finally a Wolverine game since the other one from the PS2 era. Ugh. Time will tell. Time will tell though, but holy crap.
It
Joker,
just
you're
doesn't scream Jean to me. It feels like it's a clown, but again, if you fix the face here, like just reduce some of it, then I think you're good. But then again, like, why can't you just get the actual like people? Scanning technology is not the problem here. The problem is people are just too damn lazy at the time. I think that's the real issue. They're just too damn lazy. So, they probably just won't do it. But it's like you've got to do better because you're getting still beaten by all the Japanese developers over there because they're able to do it, but then we can't for some strange reason. Like someone tell me why we can't do it. There's gonna be excuses left and right, but it's like, guys, we ask one thing: if the guys are always fine, yet why are other people getting the flag for it? Like, I know it's a bean to always have her game, but even Deborah looks better in most of her games she's been in, and yet we can't do it for some of Marvel's iconic characters. I'm just saying, people. I'm just saying. Okay, ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I can do. There's perfect. Go right there. Okay, so moving on from that little nightmare, up more Onimusha, Way of the Sword,
ooh.
coming out September of this year. Also, there's a demo available now, so go download it and go play it.
Ooh, Onimusha.
Way of the Sword. Been a long time coming, folks, and we're gonna be here in September. And I admittedly think the anime is fine. It could be a little bit better by Takashi Miike and his writer, but I did like seeing this. I did like when they did the action. Could be a little bit better, but thought it was alright. Definitely improvement from Dragon's Dogma. I can definitely say it for that for sure. But I'm excited. Again, there's a demo out this right now, so please stop staying here and go. We got more look of No Rest for the Wicked. Version 1.0 is finally out in early access, so go right ahead. And it looks like it is making its way to consoles. So if you like precision-based combat, go for it. Coming in October of this year. And speaking about more, here's Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition. That's right. Our Dynasty Warriors coming out. So that's awesome. Coming out October 1st of this year. So wonderful to see. Now we got more of that awesome, strange body horror grotesque called Ill coming out next year. And why I say it's body horror because, well, holy crap, some of these shots are just creepy as hell. And there's a story trailer, so look up the story trailer for Ill. I think you bastards creeps out like, oh god, yo, go away, car crash. That's like watching a car crash. As one of my friends would say, oh god. Sorry if I made some of you lost your stomachs. Or lunch, I should say. Right about now. Oh god. But I'm sorry. But I'm sorry. I love shit like this. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go away. Just when you do such a. Okay, one time. God, I love it. Sorry. But I do like stuff like that. I think I have a more dark sense of humor, but also after like hearing so many Saw stuff and diving into stuff like Claymore and Berserk and even Gantz nowadays, I love stuff like that. Like that's my cup of tea. That's the stuff that I should be afraid of, but I love it. So something that could rival the classics of horror, but now with more body, weird, it's a weird trailer, but I love weird horror that goes to that unexplained territory. So I love it. I'm excited for it. Someone's not afraid to push the boundaries of an M-rated game. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. So coming out next year, are you excited for that? Something different. We can't stream it on YouTube, but we'll play it at home, no matter what. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So no, that's Steelbook. I don't want to show Steelbook. Probably the worst title in history. No, as in just the actual name. Try saying this. El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron. Oh god, I hate this name. HD remastered, $8.99 on Steam. So what people have said is it's an experience that, despite the worst title, of the just calling by the name El Shaddai Ascension because it's a long name, people have said is interesting. So pick it up for those who keep saying they have nothing to play. Here it is, HD remastered, $8.99. Can't get a better deal than that, and go have a blast. So you're welcome. You can thank me later, or not and hate me. Yes, after the questionable remake that we never needed, Until Dawn 2 announced. This time, instead of the Wendigo, it's more of a ghost story on a tropical island on what went wrong. But just like in classic Until Dawn fashion, but not done by Supermaster Gabe this time around, it's by Fire Spirit. Yes, that's right. The one company that Sony bought out that we still wonder, what the hell are they making over there? It's this game. It's Until Dawn number 2. So, like in the original Until Dawn, everybody can live and everybody can die. It is the butterfly effect. And yes, returning once again, it looks like Peter, the therapist from the first game, is back. Because it does look like Peter. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you? For those who don't know, Peter was the therapist that after every new chapter you got, he would question you, saying that, now, I'm your therapist, and I'm here to guide you. So, can you please tell me who you find scary? Man, woman. Okay. And then you go, who do you like better? And it's the friends you see in the game. Now, are you sure you don't like Josh? You're not quite being charitable to Josh. He's been through a lot lately. So every time you kind of did something in the game, the therapist would kind of react to that a little bit. or your choices you make. But just like Until Dawn, they have a strict auto-save feature, which I like a lot in games that are meant to be choice-based decision, and that if you screw up and didn't kind of back out the last second before that auto-save comes in, you're going to have to live with that decision. So if you fucked up a character's death, they're gone, story's done, but you got to move on. So I love that. And I know people say, but it's not really Until Dawn. It feels Until Dawn, unlike the movie. I have the right to say that because I played Until Dawn multiple times. And I'm like, this feels like Until Dawn to me. So wonderful. So we'll see who's the mastermind around here, what weird conspiracy theories they're going to find, and hopefully we'll save some people. But of course, and this is a modern AAA game, and just like the first Until Dawn, looks like the stars from Hollywood are coming right back once again. And one of them is from, oh God, was it Stranger Things or another HBO Max show? I think it was an HBO Max show that people were like, hey, we found the guy from HBO Max. I'm like, clever. So I am excited for this. So here we go. Also, by the way, T's back. Rayman. Legends Retold Launch Edition.
Yes.
Thank you, Ubisoft. You did something right. That
Yes.
is until I saw this. Darn you, Ubisoft. You could never get away. How is this possible? The 360 and PS3 versions didn't even need this. You screwed it up. But thank you for at least bringing back Rayman. They can't quite get a win. Shame on you. Get rid of it. Should be on the damn disc.
This is
Now it
what
was one
happened.
update. It makes sense.
This is what happened to Spyro Reignited Trilogy. This is what happened. They did the same thing. I'm like, why? You could fit all 3 games on the Crash Insane Trilogy. You mean to tell me in Joker that you couldn't do the same thing here for Rayman Legends Retold?
And Activision for Spyro Reignited, not to mention for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the reboot trilogy. Only 75 megabytes from the actual disc, and the rest had to be installed via internet. Really? Let's not forget that also Final Fantasy VII Rebirth had 2 discs. Oh, granted, 1 disc was for the installation, so no big deal. That makes sense. But I thought you said to play it on 2 discs, not 1 disc. I'm just saying, conspiracy theory that because conspiracy theory was meant to be, and we'll get to Final Fantasy in the future. But so close yet so far. But at least you brought back Rayman, so I can be happy for that. It's not dead. A dead franchise came back. Stuntman Hollywood is back. Look at that nice glow up. It's back, folks. Stuntman Hollywood. Dash was excited about this. And I'm like, hey, I know Stuntman Hollywood. That's pretty cool to see back. So it's nice to see an old IP get a new fresh coat of paint and come back to the modern days. So wonderful. Great. So there was a lot to talk about, a lot of things I like. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay, where is it? Where is it? I know I had it just in here. Okay, it's right.
Ooh,
Okay,
this
here we
looks
go.
good.
Yes. I actually like what I saw. I like what I saw. So it is true. we are getting Kratos' wife, Lufreya, in the what's considered to be a mid-sequel, I should say, to the parallel game in God of War Lufreya. Okay, so here's the plot synopsis. Experience the next chapter in the Legendary God of War franchise for both new and returning fans alike. This is Lufreya, or Faye, warrior and wife to Kratos in the Norse series, and new adventure begins awakening. But here's the thing: unexpected in a strange land after death, Faye discovers that the plans that she set in place to protect Kratos and Artorias in her absence are now at risk. To save the one she loves, Faye must fight through the afterlife of the gods in Everwind, where ruthless gods across mythology via power in the land of overflowing with danger and magic. Artists face, all this stuff. Coming soon to PlayStation 5 consoles. Now, like again, what I see, like, it's different gods and goddesses across mythology. That's still God of War right there.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they're still Egyptians, so you guys get your Egyptian gods in here at one place. Not these guys, obviously, because I don't know what mythology these guys are from, but holy crap, that's God of War.
I think that's Hindu, maybe. I could be
Please
wrong.
correct this.
Someone correct us, please. Help us
But
here.
look at this one.
Oh, I like that.
Like, someone even gets on top of this thing. I was like, oh, that's God of War. Looks awesome. Looks great.
Oh,
Yeah, Lufreya does have a sword, but she still looks better in a lot of other shots. Some shots look a little weird. Could just be the camera lens that they're using, or just could be some weird performance they're catching with the motion capture. But it is Daredevil's actress from his lawyer friend, so it's her. So she reprises her role after all these years. Although my only complaint so far is, what the hell's up with this cube? Because I know the cube has the freaking sword in the trailer called Frank, with a PH, so Frank. But I'm like, okay, maybe this is just some sentient body he has, and then maybe it'll change later, even though it's also right there. So a cube and then a rhombus, or so. But again, here's what I'm going to say. What I've seen, because this is literally how they start out the game in 2018. So literally after we burn her, bam, we're all the way here at the start of the game. Well, not here, this later in the campaign, but it was the first 20 minutes of gameplay. And she has good combat. I like what I saw with the swordplay and the magic. The enemy varieties still look great and healthy. So like this is when she wakes up. Like she goes, Kratos, Artorias. So even she's wondering what the hell's happening to her. So someone knew about her plan and now wants to meddle with it. Yeah, now look at that shot right there. That's beautiful.
beautiful shot. Right?
Yeah, again, it's just only when she wakes up, people are using that thumbnail to be like, oh, it looks like it doesn't look ugly. She looks fine. Can we just shut up about the face for a while? And just be like, but what about the gameplay? Well, we saw gameplay. Like I said, I like what I saw, most part. I like the story ideas and themes.
And finally, we're actually and actually, I like the fact that we're focusing on a new character. We're moving away from Kratos and everything, which is
something
good.
That the Norse fans were like, "Hey, where's his wife in all this?" Like, because apparently she tied with Kratos in a battle, yet he likes her. The God of War fell in love again, and spoiler alert, his son is Loki. The people are gonna be like, "Well, they should focus on Loki." Do you know at the end of God of War Ragnarok, he does go off, and then it's well, his mythology is a little weird, so he goes into a horse. So, but to be fair, I don't think I want to play as Loki. I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, like they could, but Ragnarok just ended, so, and Loki's done, so I don't think we're gonna see him. But it's something here that the fans want to see, and it's a parallel story. So as all of 2018 is going on, this event has happened, and yes, guys, Kratos is in the game. He does appear in a cameo, so I'm like, yes, with this current voice actor so portraying him. So continuity, continuity right there. So do I think this is going to be bad? Or people are going to say the term, I hate using a lot on this channel. He knows what the word I'm going to say. Woke. Stop.
Yep.
That meaning has lost all definition at this point. Let's judge it based on itself with what we see. I think I will still pick this up. I just need to finish the Norse series and then I'll be caught up. So I will give it a fair chance. If it looks good, looks great. If it comes out bad, then I'll say you guys are right. It was a bad game. But judge it on the game and its merits, not about who's developing it, who's directing, who's allegedly wrote it. Because apparently, I don't really want to talk about the subject, but I'm going to do it right now. Apparently, this is the game Alana Pierce worked on for a while, but then she left in 2024. So who knows what was kept in the original version, the characters she wrote for, storylines, characters, etc., before they were replaced and changed by somebody else. So we'll see if she gets credit or not. And if she does get credit, then I'll say, finally, Alana, you told the truth. But you were lying about Ragnarok and everything else. So, oh God, I just can't with that person individual. But from what I see from Santa Monica, they have yet to disappoint me with the North series so far. And I'll give it a fair chance. So that's it. That's the end for me. So would you like to add on to anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I think I said what he was going to say. So, okay,
Yep,
wonderful,
you beat me to
perfect.
it.
All right, here's the last one, and I saved the best one for him. He's like, I know him. I know him very well. I've been following this game for a while. I liked what I saw earlier, and finally, it's here. The Lost Wilds coming 2027. But Joker, it just looks like, oh no, this isn't any just game. It has his favorite thing. Nice protagonist, nice characters, nice island, but also, is that a dinosaur?
Oh, this is good.
Yes, Big Daddy dinosaurs. Yes, we got dinosaurs. So yes, so basically you're kind of like on this island of mystery via like Jurassic Park 2 and whatnot. And you got to figure out to escape and also get out of here. So we have like dinosaurs here. So this looks like this is up my alley. I'm like different, new. They said it's kind of like Firewalk meets Dinosaur. No, that was the other one. I think I was thinking about. But here's the trailer, folks. Yes. And then he's like, "Well, I like these things." So yes,
Oh,
the Anosaur will be one of the antagonists. So you have like, and then he gets in a crash right here. But that's obviously when she's younger. Now here she is older. So something happened here. So why are dinosaurs roaming around? So there's a lot. Like again, folks, like I said, I'm never going to stop this because for the reason why I keep saying accuracy for the Velociraptors, it was during Jurassic 3 and 1. They found out that they have feathers, not scales. So scientists, use your accuracy. Go away. So I love it. Or these could be different species as well of that same species. So I just love what I see here. This is what I love. Originality. Different. Stand out. So I love it. So I am excited for this game. Looks interesting. I gotta wait till next year, but coming to all the hopefully all the platforms as well. So anyway, Knight, your thoughts?
This looks really, really good. I'm excited. There's been an influx of dinosaur games lately. We've had there's that demo of Claude I played a while back. And then of course we got the Jurassic Park game coming out pretty soon. And this looks really good. It's different, at least, and of course, yes, scientists, please go the fuck away. You got your accurate dinosaurs, go the fuck away. Shut up now. You could go away. Go back to the nursing home, grandpa.
Well, I'm excited for that. So it's what I like to see, and hopefully we get some more originality in here. But that's it. That's all we have for you folks. Good YouTuber directors making a big splash. Some lot of good games to talk about. I'm still iffy about Wolverine. I still want to like it, but I do think Insomniac needs some better management. Also, you know whose company is still allegedly attached to it, so it's like maybe that's why. But at that point, just hire some better writers, maybe some better character designers, please, because you can't tell me that this isn't done either on purpose or by chance. I mean, people were complaining about Stellar Blade, but I'm like, she looks fine. Like, that's just basic sex. I mean, people can achieve that regardless. If you work hard, take care of yourself, both mentally, physically, just proper health management. I mean, I lost weight for my sister's wedding. I was at 214, went down to 195, and that's all on me. It's just so weird.
Mhm. Yeah, it is, but oh man, we've had a lot of news, a lot of good, a lot of
A lot of
sad,
good
but
news, a lot of sad news, and like Joey said, we did lose a lot of more Japanese people across the industry. Like some of them are a little bit too young, others were older, but it's like as the old saying goes, sometimes the Lord gives, sometimes the Lord takes.
yes, indeed. But we're gonna get on out of here, guys. Tune in tomorrow for the watch party, which, by the way,
Yep.
is he He-Man won by. It was the only thing that was voted
Already?
on.
Are you sure? Not even for the second pool?
Uh, let me go grab it
I could have
because
sworn it voted.
or did it
She's only
or
give at least about 2 weeks.
oh 2 weeks. Shit. Okay, I'll have to
You did
I'll have to
poll one, did you read the second poll?
Oh, wait a minute. The poll only let me do it for 7 days. I forgot about that shit. Um,
Um, there's a system error because I'm going to screenshot that for you. So right there. So there we go.
if you guys want, I can redo the poll and everything and then have it be a serious one. I'll keep it all the same, and then we'll cut, and that will be so forget what I said, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna keep it for next week.
There
Uh,
might be a bug in it, so we'll
yes,
keep an eye on this. We'll
but
probably do it.
I'm gonna relaunch it with all the choices are still the same, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna relaunch it, and then next week it will be the official win. It will be the official winner. We'll have an official winner. Just a lot of things going on. Um. Anyway, guys, we are gonna get on out of here. Take care, everybody. Big thank you to everybody for showing on up. Lots of people in the house tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you to George, Lady V. You know, who else we got here? We got Ben, Binary
Happy
Man
time.
1111. Thank you all for so much for coming by. Someone said they did say they changed their name, so maybe it's a familiar face we don't know about. But thank you all for coming by.
Take care, everybody.